Do you smell what the rock is cooking?
The Rock said, yeah, Adamancipator, man. This was requested, and I'm still like building towards what the good build is. I really love this deck. It came out during the pandemic, as a lot of people know. So, yeah. Starting to really get to play it in real life, because I finally recollected it in real life. And with that being said, we're just gonna get straight to it. Got second in an online tournament the other day, but this version in real life, it isn't quite what I play online, so I'm gonna be doing another version within a week. The archaeologists are everything in this deck. This is the freest one because it can spam as long as you have a rock, which is insanely important. This one is Cyber Dragon. Basically, if they have a monster, you get to spam her for free, which comes up. I actually played Flandres today and spammed her for free, and it literally almost won the game. And then Seeker is pretty much the worst one, but as long as you have an Adamancipator of some sort on the field, inside your extra deck too, you're just in good business and you're way ahead of the game. Love this deck. Don't play any less than 9. And hopefully they make a new one pretty soon of some sort, whether it be extra deck. As far as this version, this is a bad card. Don't play this card. Play Gate Blocker. I'm going to be playing double Gate Blocker and double the Water Stone. I was just trying this today because I wanted to be certain that it wasn't good, and it actually came up. In my opinion, in a bigger tournament, the reason why I'm doing this is, one, because you can play Black Rolls with the Analyzer that you just saw, which is the level 4. But you can also go into the obvious card that you would see right here, which is Nat Beast. And in a big tournament, I feel like if you're going to see a lot of Runic and a lot of stuff like that, you might want to go for it. But if you're not going to see a bunch of spell decks, then it's not worth it. It's just not. And it's be better off being like main deck Ash Blossom or whatever. We'll get there when we get there. There's a lot to talk about with this deck, and that's why we're going to be doing 2 different profiles. I like this card though. The Black Rose actually did come up. Dark Ruler the guy, and then Black Rose everything, and it actually literally won the game. So it's off and on online. This is 16 different cards. We'll get there when we get there. Doki Doki. I believe in 2. Playing 3, I kept seeing them over and over again, and it was getting really annoying. This will be what I'll be changing. Play 2 of this. Don't play 1. Play 2, because you always want to see this card. You always want to have the Dragite that's inside of your extra deck. You always want to draw a card. The Barrier Statue. Yes, there's a statue that's still inside of the game somewhere. This one is very, very strong because nobody's playing the Earth deck. So, no summoning for you. And if they have to commit their battle phase just like they do with Flandres, and if you get another turn with this deck, you're going to kill them. So, it's the same in this deck, literally. Triple Supplier to go along with Triple Guardian. And I'm going to be playing Overload. That's another recommended change that I'm going to be making. Overload is very important because of Nibiru, to be the additional search, and then just being another good card and another good target, and the 4th one of these. And this one negates monster effects. When the rock floats off the field, this floats onto the field, which really, really comes up in handy. That's pretty much all for them. Highly recommend the Overload though. I think a lot of the other ones are bad. This is the MVP of the deck. This is absolutely crazy, but you gotta get it off just right, so it gets kind of weird. You make Arclight with it most of the time, or you just pitch it from your hand to get going, or you set up this or this. Whichever one, you're putting an extra water monster in the graveyard. Just don't use the vanish effect, but it can also spam itself back from the grave, so it's a lot to do. A 2 and a 2 makes an Arclight. It makes it really, really strong, and you can bring it right back and keep going. And then obviously the extra normal summon as well. Rock Band, Xeno Guitar, very, very insane card. It allows you to restack your deck. Really ignorant card. I might cut it though. Don't know if it's gonna make the next cut. Triple Nib. I don't know if this is gonna make the next cut, but they're rocks, so they're a rock. And you can search them with Granite, so I don't know necessarily if you want to play 3 because you can search it with Granite. Gamma. I play a lot of spam, and so when I play this card, I'm playing Lambda, which I'll also get to in a second. And because of that, it allows me to freely play my combo when I'm on my turn if I draw a Gamma. which was a thing during the pandemic. It's just everybody kind of forgot it because nobody's seen this deck since the pandemic. And then last for the main deck hand traps is Droll. Droll is extremely important. It's only going to get more important the closer we get to super heavy and all of the summertime formats. Talents, call by for the hand traps. You got to play them. Reborn, because of target in my side deck. Dark Ruler, I played one just to kind of sack. I don't like not playing the card, but I don't want to overdraw it. So I feel like one in the main, one in the side has been perfect for me as of late. This is another Monster Reborn, except it gets to stack your deck legally and set up your researchers or your Riptide or whatever, or just getting something back that you're gonna need. So for the main. Mid the side real quick. Dark Ruler, Ash Blossom. These are going into the main deck, and this will be really key in a second. So I'm going to leave them down here. Feather Duster, Cyclones, and then some thrust targets. I like playing the cards. I nib people, so I want to change their hearted. I Lightning Storm for the back row decks for Runic. For other back row decks, for Labyrinth and all that, for back row decks and all that, because I hate back row decks, so I put those down here. And then anti-spell is what I was trying today because it just works so beautifully with this, where you make them set stuff and you just wipe them completely out. And you play a lot of stuff that just wipes out, and you can protect it a lot of times with negates. So anti-spell is crazy in this deck to me. But I'll definitely be making changes. I considered a pointer. I think I want to play a pointer in this deck. Moving into extra deck. These are all your synchros. Now here's where we got to talk for a half of a second. Because of Ash Blossom, this is why I'm going to be maining this. And then this is going to be really key because it's going to allow you to just repeatedly summon back Barrier Statue of the Drought, and it's going to happen over and over again. So this is really key. If you open up Ash and you can get to this, it's going to be really put you way far ahead, which is actually crazy as long as you don't get Dark Ruler, which is why I'm playing the anti-spell. The Crystal Wing is standard. The standard setup is you just go into him and then get another Searcher. And then you're good. And then the Nat Beast, I don't know. It's big tournament, I don't know. Baguska, Zeus, and Gallant Granite, Search Nibiru, Search Researcher that you're going to need. Unbrick yourself. It's like Beatrice, basically. Baguska, when you're going against birds or anything that you can't deal with. Zeus, in case you can, like, switch to attack, and then you can just overlay Zeus on top of it and then push through their board that they've had to bend over for. As far as the links, rounding out the deck profile, I want to play Ra 10. Ra 10, the genie looking dude, needs to be in here. This definitely can be an option. However, the Sentry card that I revealed earlier is just not that good of a card. So again, when you go to cut this from your deck, you don't need this anymore. So then the only reason you play it is because of Runic. If you're scared to death of Runic, then this deck can actually have a hard out to it and really get rid of the deck rather quickly. If not, then you just put Ra 10 in here somewhere, maybe an Avermax, maybe an Underworld Goddess, and then go from there. And with that.